Alright guys, so I normally come with one video normally on Sundays, but I wanted to come in here today because my granddaughter on Friday, she was hit by a pickup. My grandson's, he was there, and he seemed to think the guy was trying to hit him. And after listening, I'm not really sure. The thing is though, when my grandson pulled out the phone, and the guy stopped and then he took off. So I told my son, I said, the guy could have been drunk, you just never know, but he kind of made it seem like that was what was in his mind. But the thing is, I got up, at like 4:30 that morning, went to work, and everything. So I got the call from my daughter. It was about, I don't know, maybe 8:30. I'm not really sure, because I was about ready to go to bed. And when she called, she called my phone. I'm normally not around my phone, even during the day a lot of times. I mean, I normally check it, call people back, but she called the wife's phone, so I heard them talking. So I just jumped up, started putting my clothes on. Now, the wife had my great nephew down, and he's about 6 months, so she was keeping him for the night so his mother could work that third shift, some extra hours or whatever. So we had him. So I automatically knew she wasn't gonna be able to go, because I don't even think they left the car seat, to be able to put him in the car seat and go. So I just jump up and I'm listening to everything that's going on. And my grandson is blaming himself, which I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but I'm thinking it was not only him, it was other people too. So that's what I'm focusing on, guys, is that aspect. But as far as the guy that he just ran over, she was able to run enough to get out the way where he just kind of ran over her foot. Now, she's real flexible. She jumps, she flips, but she's got a blood disorder. So, they thought something was broke. Guys, it wasn't nothing broke, thank God. But it was a chance that with her blood disease, her blood is real thin, it don't clog. Hyphomelia, I can't really pronounce the name, but her blood don't clog. So they were scared that if something was fractured or some vessels was tore, that she could bleed out internally, So it's a scary situation because her mother don't allow her to, the doctors say they don't want her playing, because she's real good, would love to get her in gymnastics. She's real smart, but they don't want her playing no kind of sports because she could get an internal injury. So even though the granddaughter, I asked her yesterday, which was Saturday, I asked her, I said, did you fall? She said, yeah. So it was pretty bad. And if the guy was trying to do it, I don't know who raised you, but, I know the devil had something to do with that. Now if you was drunk, well, the devil still had something to do with that. You took off. So anyway, my grandson, he's not being raised around a lot of bad stuff, guys, and I started keeping my grandson at the age of 6 months. Every weekend the wife would go up to Milwaukee, get him, bring him down. So he was being trained and taught, I was teaching him at a very young age, things that I wasn't taught, just like telling him I love him, and he got his whole mother side and father side, you know, they all say they love you now, you know. So that comes from me telling, but that comes from my nephew Bullet, rest in peace, teaching me that as a grown man, and he was a little younger, you know, teenager, and he got our family to telling, you know, saying we love each other, you know. So, you know, very, my grandson and granddaughter is two different fathers, so that means it's two different families involved. And the thing is regardless, this guy was the problem. Whether he tried to hit him or was trying to hit him, where he hit my granddaughter, or whether he was drunk or he just didn't see him. Well, he seen him enough that he stopped, and when my grandson pulled out the phone, he took off. So anyway, when I get up there, and before I left, you know, I'm praying already, you know, Lord, you know, let nothing internal be wrong. I'm praying right away, you know, but then also I'm praying for myself, because I got up at 4 in the morning, you know, and I know once I went up there, I know I wasn't getting home till late, so, you know, it was like a 21-hour day for me. I haven't stayed up for 21 hours in a long time, so I prayed on my way driving up that the Lord protect me, get me there safe, I don't fall asleep, and I prayed on my way home, you know. So I got home around 1:30 or something like that, and you know, that's a 22 hour, you know, 21, I'm not even trying to add it up, but hour day for me. That's a long day, you know. And he got me up there back and safe, but while I'm there, my grandson is blaming himself, you know. So his mother went out the room because don't know what's wrong with these young kids, they phone don't be charged, you know, they're almost dead, 20%. So my grandson had already said his phone was dead, and I'm like, why is your phone dead? You know, I mean, I don't know. So then my daughter come in, you know, and her phone was dead. So I told her, I said, go out, get the charger, plug your phone in while we waiting on these results, and charge your phone. So she go out to get the charger. So I asked my grandson what happened, because I can tell that he didn't want to be seen like he told her to run, but he ran off, like he didn't pick her up. See, guys, I'm telling you, you don't know what you're gonna do until you in a situation. I know that from over the years. I done been put in a lot of situations, and I have guys that, oh, I would have did it this way. You don't know what you're gonna do until you put in that situation. So I could tell my grandson was blaming himself. I'm like, Divine, regardless, because at this point, we don't know if she's bleeding internally or not. You know, they done gave her a sedative, and she was scared. She was like tired, but I'm watching her fight, and she's trying to stay awake. I said, grandbaby, I said, just go to sleep. They gave you something. It's okay. Go to sleep. The doctor be back in. He'll wake you up, make sure you're okay. But she like, but granddad, if I go to sleep, do I gotta stay here? These kids are something else, you know. So I'm like, you might have to stay here, baby. But I said, baby girl, just go to sleep. So she went to sleep, and you know, so I have Divine telling me what's going on, and during the time of her fighting her sleep, I asked her a few questions, and she said she couldn't run as fast as Divine. So I could tell Divine had told her to run. And that's the point I'm trying to focus on here today, guys, is that I had to tell my grandson before his mother got in there. I said, Divine, I said, we don't know what's going to happen with your little sister. I said, but regardless, I said, it's not your fault. He said, yeah, but granddad, I said, Divine, you wasn't in the pickup. It's not your fault. I said, everybody's not heroes. You know, I told him, I said, you got guys that protect the president or owner of a company or, I don't know, even a gang leader or whoever, any kind of these groups that's out here, you protect the leader, whatever, I'm trying, like, I couldn't do that, I can't say I'm willing to take a bullet for somebody else. So I told him, I said, Devon, you are human. You have human reactions. You did all you could to get your sister out of harm's way. Everybody are not heroes. So I said, even if your daughter, I said, I was going to say granddaughter, even if your sister don't make it through this, which I already know, I got faith in God, everything's going to be okay. I said, it's not your fault. And I could tell it was just like a burden off his chest, shoulders, or whatever. I could tell it was just something he needed to hear. So when his mother got back in, and this is before the doctor came in to give us results, I could tell that it already had been said to him, maybe like it was, like maybe he didn't do something right. Because the daughter said, I just don't understand why Devon. I said, oh, stop. And see, I could have prayed and just waited at home, waited for results, I got up as tired as I was and went up there. And this is why I know God had me go on up there. Because I have God, I have faith in God, laying in my bed, or if I'm out there with the granddaughter, I have faith in him that his will is going to be done. But I needed to be there as a grandfather for something else, because I had to stop my daughter and say, we're not going to go there. Devon was not driving the truck. And if Devon told her to run and he ran and he didn't wait, and you don't know what you're going to do unless you put in that situation. Everybody is not heroes, guys. And I know, it happens all the time. One child get hurt or the child get hurt and he with the mother, and he with the mother and the father blame the mother, or it's the opposite way around, and you should have did. Don't do that. If Devon was making her run in front of the car, it's his fault. The way he reacted, he's human. He's, what, maybe 14, 15 now, however old he is. And he's not being brought up in situations where stuff like this happened. The way he reacted is the way he reacted. You can't blame him. Everybody's not a hero. And don't judge, because if you would have been there as a mother, a father, a grandfather, how do you know what do you do? You don't know until you're there. If we standing on a mountain or on the edge or something, and there's a rail there, and my grandkid decides to jump on the rail and jump over, and it's 100, 200,000 foot drop, what good is it for me to jump over the rail? What good is that gonna do? And I'm not saying, you don't know, but everybody acts differently to different situations. And my daughter looked at me and she understood what I was saying. We're not going to blame him for nothing that happened tonight. He might not have reacted the way you thought he should have reacted, or maybe family members thinking he should have reacted. he reacted as who he is. He didn't take down the license plate, you know. I could second guess and say, you know, he started tending to his sister right away instead of looking at the license. I can easily say he should have got the license plate, but good news is, guys, why people do stuff and think they're gonna get away with it these days just boggles my mind. They got him on 3-4 different cameras and a camera at the stoplight, either before where he was or where he ended up. Because it's just a little small community they stay in up there. Probably too many white pickups out that night, not at the time that this happened. So they got his plates, you know, hopefully they can get this guy, they're gonna slam him, do whatever needs to be done. Even if my granddaughter would have died, and I'm here to say, guys, when the nurse came in, and see, I got all of this straightened out before the nurse came in. It's not Devon's fault the way he reacted. He ran a little faster than her. If he would have got hit, you never know. He's bigger. His bones are, you know, her bones are still flexible. She's, you know, 7 or 8. 7, I think, you know. So results come in, as far as they could tell, no internal bleeding, no fractures. Bones weren't even broke, guys. She still can't put pressure on it, so it's just sprained real bad. I pray for my kids and grandkids every morning before I get up and every night and sometime when I'm on the truck, I just think about my grandkids and kids and I just pray. Lord, look over them. Keep them safe. So I just wanted to say, if you ever put in a situation, don't blame the next person for the way they react. Somebody, they start shooting, you know, people run off and leave their kids. Yes, should they grab the kid, cover it? Would I? I don't know. I don't know until I'm put in that situation. I'm normally cool, calm, regardless of whatever, because I don't have people start shooting, you know, like right in front of my car. You know, and I don't even know how my car didn't get struck. You know, back at a bar one night, and I just started up my car and pulled on off. Didn't panic, didn't do nothing. But everybody ain't built the same. Everybody ain't the same. I grew up around stuff happening. You know. I don't know. Everybody ain't built the same, guys. So don't blame the next person when it ain't their fault. You know, yeah, could they have did something different? There's plenty of times in life that all of us could say we could have did or handled things differently or a certain way. I could think of hundreds of times that I wish I would have handled things a different way than what I did. But at the time, in the moment, the way I reacted, whether it was good or bad, that's how I reacted. So hey, everybody have a blessed day. I just want to come in and say, hey, you know, this just went on 2 days ago, you know, and called yesterday. The granddaughter's in good spirit, but she's traumatized. You know, she still don't understand. She don't understand it, you know. Every time her mother says she took her to get her something to eat at a special restaurant that she wanted to go to, had to carry her in and out. Why they didn't give her crutches or something, I don't know that either. But, you know, she see a white truck, she say, that's the white truck. That's the white truck. You know, so it's something she's going to have to get over, get used to, but God is good. He protected her. He had angels posting up. Could have been a lot worse. You know, could have been a lot worse. Both of them could have got healed. Both of them could have been killed. But I know the Lord hear my prayers, and I pray for my kids and grandkids every day, even though they might not be praying for themselves. They should pray more. But I got that prayer thing covered. I got it covered, guys. And I trust in my Savior. So hey, everybody have a blessed Sunday. Like I said, I just wanted to come. I know this one's kind of long, guys, but, you know, and for me to say it didn't affect me, yeah, it affected me. You know, I mean, you want to get at the person in the white pickup. But God said I got to forgive even those idiots, even the stupid people. If he was even trying to do it, I gotta forgive him as him being an idiot that he is. See two black kids, and try to run them over. Or being drunk, not seeing them. See them at the last minute, know you hit something, stop, and then pull off. Regardless, you're still an idiot, you wasn't raised well. You're an idiot. And Lord, forgive me for calling me an idiot. But something ain't right up here, regardless. Hey, everybody have a good day. God bless.